Okay, I'm not gonna mince words with you folks. My low is just, I've been ready to sort of make this video for at least 15 minutes, and I've just been procrastinating. I'm just so lazy today. Lazy on Friday. I shouldn't be feeling lazy. I should be feeling excited. It's the weekend. I mean, let's be honest. With the way that the world is right now, it all sounds incredibly arbitrary as to what. Seriously, some days just feel like they're molding into the next one. I mean, who's to say what life would be like if COVID-19 didn't exist? But now, you know why I sort of feel this way, really? It's because I think I actually miss Keuka Lake a lot more than I realized. I mean, it's not like Keuka Lake is gone forever. No, I'm going to be going, starting Memorial Day of 2021. But it's just so. It's so. Even now, I know I've talked about this to death, but it just feels so incredibly different as when it comes to what am I gonna do now? Because I likely would probably be heading up to Keuka Lake either tonight or, in the afternoon tomorrow. But now, I have a good chunk of free time, and I really don't know what to do with myself. I know it's silly, it's weird, and quite frankly, it's not really worth getting worked up or upset over. But it's just so, different for me. I don't know. So, yeah. I guess my low is that I'm sort of feeling that sort of very early fall, end of summer funk where, it feels like I'm already in a rut and I've only just barely begun life after going to Keuka Lake for the summer. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to get used to it. And plus, considering that, last weekend was a really great weekend, I really should, considering how the world is right now, I really should consider counting my blessings. So, there's that. So, my high was, I actually got to talk to my mom last night. I haven't really talked to her since Sunday, so, I don't need to talk to I don't need to talk to my parents every day, but, it's nice to hear their voices and stuff. So, yeah, that's how long good there. When I talked to my mom, we talked about, she invited me over for dinner, but I actually already had, dinner prepared, so I was good. But, I did tell her that, there was a football game on last night between the Broncos and the Jets, and again, my godparents, aka my aunt and uncle, are actually on my mother's side, and they live out in Colorado, as I just said. So, naturally, they're Broncos fans. So, I told my mom, listen, I would think for someone who has a sister who lives out near Denver, Colorado, you'd be a little more, aware of the fact that there was a game involving her favorite team. So, yeah. I'm sure she probably, watched the game, and plus I wound up being right in terms of my pick, so I'm feeling pretty good about myself, actually. Yeah, I stayed up late last night watching the game because I'm yawning in the middle of my video. Anyway, my act of kindness was actually as I was coming in back inside my apartment for the evening. I saw someone walking out the door, so I simply held the door for them. Yeah, sorry, my low just had, this gigantic explanation. My high was, a little more explained, but not as thoroughly explained as my low was. And my active kindness was just simply I held the door for someone. Well, I shouldn't just say that my high was limited to talking to my mom. I mean, there was no episode of High Ones which I watched. You know, well, actually, I should be talking about Hot Ones right now, shouldn't I? I should stop procrastinating and just get what I'm supposed to get done, right, huh? So, good morning, and happy Friday, everyone. Holy cow, I can't believe... You know, that actually is sort of one... I mean, maybe I'm just noticing this now because I'm an adult and therefore I don't need to go to school anymore. But, like, this is like... I'm, like, more excited for the weekend than I think I should be. I think it stems from the fact, because I've said the story before, you know, growing up, we would close our cottage at Keuka Lake around Labor Day weekend because, you know, my brother and I had school. And we had, you know, school-related obligations, you know, sports, extracurriculars, you know, homework, you know, all that good stuff that you just love going to school for. Oh, jeez. Man, I should not be this tired. Anyway, where was I? Right. So, because of the fact we closed the cottage early, you know, I was so focused on school. Whenever school started back up, I was like really excited for, you know, the weekend. It was Friday. You know, it takes a lot to bring me down on Friday. Whereas, like now, you know, as an adult, we closed the cottage significantly later. You know, almost an entire month. Well, actually, it was about 3 weeks after the fact. So, yeah, we'll say 3 weeks to about a month after what we normally used to. And so only now am I starting to feel that sort of, again, back to school, sort of back to, you know, the old autumn norm vibe that I associate this time of year with. But it hasn't all been that bad. I mean, regardless of what time of year we close the cottage at Keuka Lake, you know, there's still, I mean, seriously, because of the fact we close significantly later, we notice the leaves change a lot more up at Keuka Lake, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I got a little message. Let me get rid of that. There we go. So, I'm like, down post-nasal drip, I have a bit of a cough. And it feels like I have to cough something up too. But, you know, I mean, I only just started taking Mucinex like Wednesday night. So, you know, it definitely takes several days for, you know, taking Mucinex for it to, you know, kick in. You know, in case anyone's wondering, you know, I just take it like, you know, once in the morning before I leave my place for the day. You know, once at night before I go to bed. You know, pretty simple stuff. Definitely a wide period of time with which to, you know, think about when, you know, this stuff occurs. Let's see. You know, I was actually talking to my grandmother yesterday. And, because you guys know this, you know, whenever, you know, we go to church, I'm the one who picks up my grandmother and we go out to dinner afterwards. This will be the first time since, gosh, I don't even know, where, like, because here's the thing, and I said this way back when I did my, sort of love letter to the Central Restaurant video. You know, we went to Sorges for a long time, and then just all of a sudden out of the blue, only then we started going to the Central. Like, for a long time, I thought Sorges was all I ever knew. You know, that's why I consider Sorges the OG. Like, seriously, even though I really haven't been there that often much, I would still say throughout the course of my life, Sorges is probably the place I've been to the most. And this will be the first time since, again, I don't know how long, that we no longer have the Central as an option for us. Like, not even a little bit. Like, we just simply have, like, well, I mean, we have storages, which is probably what we'll do, like, tomorrow. But if we want any other options, we really don't. I mean, I shouldn't say that. There's lots of places in Corning we could go to. I mean, there's Three Birds, the Cellar. If we just simply want pizza at Neilio's or Atlas, probably Neilio's though, because as much as I do like Atlas, Neilio's is the best, no questions asked. Best chicken wing pizza ever. You heard it here first. I probably just got a lot of people in my home area who just did not like hearing what I just said. Sorry, but you gotta speak the truth, man. I mean, I'm an honest person. What do you want me to do? Well, actually, I'll tell the story in a second. But it's going to be so weird trying to figure out what we're going to do from now on. And plus, with sadly cases surging all over the place, people are closing, but they are reopening again. I mean, I just talked about Honor Roll a week ago, actually a little over, like a week and a half ago. Several days later, Honor Roll closed until like just yesterday. So, Honor Roll's back in business they never went out of business, but, they had to close down because, everything going on. Seriously, between, like, what's been going on in the world and the fact that I'm pretty sure everyone's unanimously agreed that we want this to be over, pretty sure we're all sick of it at this point. Oh, well. I mean, when this is all over, things should get back to normal. I hope they get back to normal. I mean, kind of hard to think. As much as I really do want things to get back to normal, I can't help but think that maybe, just maybe, that sort of funk I feel right now, I mentioned earlier, with the fact that we just closed up Keuka Lake, and like now we have no idea what we're going to be doing on Saturdays from now on, or we do have some idea. It just feels like we don't. I get the feeling like when the world gets back to normal, we're all going to be feeling that way. Like everything that we've been throughout, this whole COVID-19 pandemic, like that was a norm. And now we really have no idea what we're going to be doing after things are, again, back to normal. It'll definitely be a very strange time. An entertaining one, but a very strange one nonetheless. I guess the only thing we can do is just sort of take things in stride. I mean, regardless of whenever this whole thing, we'll go to the Winchester and wait for this whole thing to blow over. No, that's not how it works at all. I wish it was like Shaun of the Dead. That would actually be really nice right about now. Well, actually, no. Shaun of the Dead would be worse. I mean, at least, you don't have to worry about zombies right now. Huh. It is funny I am talking about Shaun of the Dead and saying that we are in the month of October right now. Yeah, it's, I said this yesterday, but, we're in the fourth quarter of 2020. We got to make ourselves a comeback here. And I just realized not once have I even talked about Hot Ones. So, yes. Before Hot Ones. I was right about, last night's game. Hooray for me. And, so Hot Ones yesterday. This was a pretty great season opener, I thought. Jessica Alba is just coming up with ways of trying to, quell the heat, which, I wouldn't be surprised if, what happened in this episode affects future episodes down the line. Normally on Hot Ones, they have water and milk available for, comfort and stuff. But Jessica Alba had like peanut butter, vanilla yogurt, like lip balm, all sorts of stuff. So I would not be surprised if like going forward in Hot Ones, a lot of like what Jessica Alba used will be like remedies and stuff that the good people over at First We Feast and Hot Ones give to guests for, having the wings of death. It should be a very interesting, premise. Something to think about anyway. Anyway, I guess I don't really have that much else to say. I mean, yeah, technically I am excited for the weekend, even though there really isn't much going on. Well, maybe there'll be something going on. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, if nothing else, though, I've been sticking close to my family all throughout this whole pandemic process. So if I need to, I definitely have some good people in my corner. Then again, it's possible if you watch me, you're in my corner too, and that's okay with me. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe button. Follow me on social media platforms, turn notifications on YouTube. I'm very humbled to make this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. And remember, if you guys want to talk, our channel is going to be here to lend an ear. Always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.